Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Rust Reality Recaps doing before the 90 days. So last we left Brian off, he was having an awkward lunch with Ingrid and her mom. Ingrid's mom does not approve of him whatsoever. She sees right through his bullshit.
Legal, qual que é a sua impressão?
Nada de bom.
First went to Recife about 5 years ago, and I loved it so much, I decided to stay for 3 years.
So now that we're catching up with them after a little while, they're going on their trip to Recife. Brian uses this as an opportunity to buy her love by pawning something off on the kid. Kids love toys, so of course he accepts it and runs happily along. And they are off to hit the road for their trip. Brian is hoping this is an opportunity for them to get close, spend quality time, and hopefully get intimate is like his top priority as always.
Or a gaping asshole. We both know this.
Brian asks Ingrid about the mom and what he did wrong, but she explains that her parents just don't like anyone.
Talvez mudam, talvez é mais confortável.
Os únicas pessoas assim que eles têm assim, aquela intimidade de conversar, de rir, de fazer brincadeira é o pai do Ítalo. Que o meu pai fala que tem ele como se fosse um filho, sabe?
Look how miserable he looks. I think he feels threatened.
Stop crying like a little girl.
I'm really relieved that Ingrid's not relying solely on her parents' approval, but it still makes me nervous. The only person that Ingrid's parents have approved of is her ex-husband. We've got a few days left, and we gotta solidify this relationship before anything moves on.
Thirsty bugger, that's all he thinks about.
So once they get to Recife, he drops her off at her own hotel because she wants her space and he's trying to respect her boundaries for now.
I'll be staying at the same apartment that I stayed when I lived in Recife because it's more accessible for me. But Ingrid asked for her own hotel room so she can have privacy and space.
Look how miserable he looks as he drives away, sulking.
Why are you the way that you are?
That's all he ever thinks about is how to get in her pants. And I was really suspicious if he was staying with his ex-wife or not, but he talks about that later, so that kind of rules it out.
Wow.
The next day, they're gonna have a beautiful stroll with a bike and
Today's our first day in Recife, and it's amazing waking up in one of my favorite Brazilian cities. It was definitely a bummer to sleep alone last night, but I'm looking forward to taking her around Recife, and I hope she considers staying with me tonight.
I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
Oh, is it just me, or is it so annoying how persistent he is, and how he's constantly pestering her? He can't just wait until she's ready.
Back off me, man. Back off.
So she was a little concerned on how they were supposed to do the bike thing, but he had a plan. He pulls his belt off and straps it on her bike, and she pulls him around. I find it funny because he's saying how relaxing it is while he stares at her ass and she does all the work.
Legal, sabe? O tipo dele encontrar soluções, assim, para os desafios e tentar encarar como se não tivesse obstáculos. O Brian, ele não para por nada.
You're saying that now, just wait. Just you wait. More of that persistence you
I'm just
like,
not
eh?
ready for all of this. It's just...
Se passa tempo no meu apartamento. Não tô falando que vai acontecer alguma coisa, mas pode. Tá?
Tudo é possível.
Possível.
Next level being what? Intimacy?
Vamos para o próximo nível, entendeu?
What?
Mais velho agora, cada ano, cada dia, né? Mas chegando no tempo que talvez vou precisar uma ajuda quando eu tô mais
Then you need to hire a nurse, bud. Your girlfriend doesn't want to wipe your ass.
velho. Às vezes eu vou precisar uma ajuda com uma coisa.
Quem não precisa, né? Eu tô disposta a algumas coisas, sim, mas outras, às vezes, eu não dou conta.
Start manning up.
Look at him pouting because he couldn't score a sugar baby carried package all in one deal. He says okay, but you can see on his face he's really sulking about this. Okay, we're almost at the end, thank God. Yay! Okay, so they're gonna go meet his older friend, Brian. So it'll be two Brians.
I've had a great day with Ingrid and Recife so far. But the conversation we had earlier is still bothering me. When Ingrid says that she didn't want to be anybody's mother or babysitter, just kind of makes me feel concerned. It's like, what if I can't count on her when we are together?
She's looking forward to meeting the friend because she's thinking it's going to give her some insight or some perspective that she doesn't already have.
Ingrid's staying at a hotel close to me. I know it's strange, but I think for me it's important to respect her privacy.
Respect her privacy and boundaries by always discussing these personal matters with strangers at the dinner table? Huh.
Is it more difficult to get divorced in America than it is to get separated here in Brazil? Chicago was easier. It's an easier process. O processo tá mais fácil em Chicago. Okay? Mas passei 3 vezes nessa...
He's been married 4 times and he's had 3 fiancés.
Quantas, Brad?
3, tal.
But once again, just like everything else, this is new information to Ingrid. And he gaslights her like the son of a bitch that he is. Just look at that face. It's the same face that he made when he lied to her in the car, and she caught him then. Let's flash back, because I have the clip still. He did the same dismissing tactics. He did the same sly, I'll just slip this in and hopefully it goes unrecognized tactic. And when she questioned him about it with facts, he just gaslights her and calls her crazy. I hope that you're doing the math in your head, Ingrid. I mean, the pattern of behavior. He will consistently do this. I find that they do this right in the beginning of the relationship to test the waters and see what they can get away with. And it's pushing boundaries. It's grooming in a sense. If you don't walk away, it'll just keep happening.
The fact that Ingrid keeps judging me on my past shows that she's just not going to stop judging me. I mean, she's judged me on my age. She's judged me on selling drugs in my past, and now my previous marriages.
See, this is proof that he's a narcissist because he has to take the victim stance every time.
I wish you would judge me for my current actions,
Your
not my
current
past.
actions are lying all the time. That's what the problem is. He can't just admit what he's done wrong, which is being misleading. He's being untruthful. He waits to drop these truth bombs on her until it's too late. She's not judging you on your past, you dolt. She's judging you on the fact that you keep hiding this information from her and then just telling her at the last minute. Yeah, Ingrid, it's your fault that you didn't think to ask if he was married multiple times or engaged multiple times, or if he was lying about his age, or if he was lying about his accident.
Depende. Depende não. Minha primeira, Brianna, minha filha. My first was with my daughter. Minha segunda me deu tiro, fora da minha vida. A terceira, que casou com elas depois do acidente, and we separated. Número 4 era aqui no Recife.
Tu falou pra todas elas a idade certa?
Oh, look at his face. He didn't like that. Did not like being called out. No. So now he's got to embarrass her and gaslight her some more and save face in front of the friend. This part pisses me off so much. Oh yeah, and caught in the lie here, he admits that he lied on his dating profile because he didn't want to date a woman his own age, which is hilariously critical. So Ingrid is starting to realize that he's admitting to lying. Which one is it? Come on, Ingrid. You're gonna drive yourself insane.
She thought I was 45. Que ela não é bom com matemática. She's not good with math. I have a 31-year-old daughter. How the I'm gonna be 45?
What an asshole. Trying to make her look stupid because he's a liar. I would have left right then and there. But Ingrid's starting to act the lies. She's starting to realize...
Você é casado,
Eu só julgar. It's only judging.
Eu fico pensando que é só mais uma lista.
Ingrid and I never had in-depth conversations about my past relationships. And she never really asked how many times I've been married, so I really haven't lied about it.
You crazy bastard. You know full well what you've done.
The fact that Ingrid keeps judging me on my past...
She's not judging your past, you dolt. She doesn't like being lied to. So we see in the next episode, he decides to pull out the big guns and accuse her of using
There's something in my gut that's telling
probably
me that she's
because
not
she
here
has
for
to
the
put
right
it
reasons.
together or something. So she's probably going to flip out and break up with him. Thank God. I really hope that's what happens. What an asshole. What a greasy asshole. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I can follow up on something I mentioned in my last video. I decided to actually do a little bit of research because, you know, Googling things is so hard. It was just a rumor, and no, Elon Musk is not buying YouTube. There appears to be a video that will explain it much better than I am able to articulate. So if you're curious or interested, you can check that out. Yeah, it would have been good, would have been cool, but not true. Last thing I want to talk about is, if anyone's curious, you can follow me on Instagram at rustpotion. That was my music handle and my gaming handle, in case anyone was wondering what that meant. I was producing music for a little while there, but I just haven't had the willpower or the focus or the time. YouTube is my new hyper-focus at this time. But if you want to direct message me, or if you want to just get to know me outside of the 90-day realm, I do post more about music and my personal life. The reason I'm showing my Instagram here is because, as I mentioned in a prior video, sometimes you see some hot tea on here, whether it be the cast members breaking their NDAs and showing text messages and screenshots of their different dramas that they're going through, and sometimes there's different news articles relating to the cast members. For example, one post said that Shidi and Renee were banned from the tell-all, and then I saw another post somewhere saying that they weren't banned and that Renee might come. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate any likes, shares, comments, or subscribes. It's free to do any, but it goes a long way for me as a new channel. It really helps me grow. Right now, I am not getting very much traction, so any shout outs or shares would mean the world to me. Thank you so much. Bye bye for now.